Finding percent, mark up, mark down, just a percent. So these are your notes. You need to have them completely filled in, and then you'll glue them in your work notebook. You will need a calculator for what you're doing. This part down here is independent practice, but I will have the answers on the video. So we're going to talk about percent markup, percent markdown, and just a percent. So a markup is when you have tax or tip, which is sometimes known as a gratuity, or just a markup. Okay? A markdown is when you have a coupon or a discount or a percent off or just a markdown. And then finally, just a percent, usually that's commission. And commission is money that you earn when you sell something. So for example, if you were to sell a house, you would get commission on it. You wouldn't get that including the price of the house, you'd just get that. All right, so here we go. To calculate a percent, you change the percent to a decimal and multiply by the number. First question. In a survey of 45 students, 20% said that they stay up past 10 p.m. How many students stay up past 10 p.m.? So this is just a percent. So to change percent to a decimal, we're just going to change 20% to a decimal, and we're going to multiply. And that's going to be 9. So 9 kids stay up past 10 p.m. That's just a percent. There's no kind of anything going on. The next one, though, is when it gets fun. The dinner bill came to $25, and I'm going to leave a 15% tip. What is the total cost of the dinner? So a tip is something that gets marked up. It gets added on. So I'm going to take 100%, which is the $25, and the 15%, which is the tip. And I'm going to do a little pre-work. I'm going to add that together. So this gives me 115%, which I'm then going to change to a decimal, which is 1.15. Now I've got all my work done here. Rather than finding this and adding it to this, I do the easy math and then do that. So 115% of 25 is 28.75. So here I've got the tip included with the price. So we're doing our pre-work. Next one, a video game is regularly priced $50, but is on sale for 30% off. So the same idea. 100%, that's the $50 video game, minus the 30%, which is the sale price, or the discount, rather, and that would give me the sale price. So that's going to be 70% of the original price. So I take this and I put it here, and I multiply, and I get $35. So what's the sale price? $35. So here's what you need to do this math. You need to first figure out, is it a markup, a markdown, or just a percent? For markups, remember we add the markup percent to 100, change it to a decimal, and multiply. For markdowns, we subtract the markdown percent from 100, we change to a decimal and multiply. If it's a percent of a number, we just change it to a decimal and multiply. So, calculator active, push pause, do this math, come back and check it with me. Welcome back. So we have a sweater that's $42.99, but it's on sale for 30% off. So 100% minus 30% gives me 70%. So I'm going to do $42.99 times 0.7. And when I do that, I get rounded to the nearest cent, $30.09. Question number 2. In a survey of 400 people, 42% reported they liked pizza as their favorite meal. How many people like pizza? So this is not a markup or a markdown, it's just a percent. So I'm going to do 400 times 0.42. And when I do that, I get 168. So it's 168 people. Next one. Our bill at dinner came to $43.76 before tax. If 6.5% tax is added to the bill, what will the final cost be? So it's going to be $43.76 times 100 plus 6.5%. So 106.5%, which is 1.065. So my total cost would be $46.60. Marjorie deposits $1,275 into a savings account that makes 6.2% interest a year. How much interest does she make in a year? They're not asking you how much money she'll have in her account. We're just talking about the interest. So we're going to multiply this by 0.062. This is just a percent problem. And I get 79.05, which is how much her interest was for the year. That does not include what we call the principal. Next one, Diet cranberry juice has 30% fewer grams of sugar than regular cranberry juice. If a serving of regular cranberry juice has 130 grams of sugar, how many grams of sugar in a serving of Diet? So it's a mark down. It's 100% minus 30%, which gives me 70%. So it's 130 times 0.7. And 130 times 0.7 is 91. So there are 91 grams of sugar. My subtotal at the bookstore came to $11.76. What is my total with 1.07 with 107% tax? Right? So it's 107%. So times 1.07, and that's going to give me $12.58. Okay? Next one, Glenn makes 4% commission on his sales. If he makes a sale of $12,000, how much commission will he make? This is just a percent. So we're going to take 12,000 and multiply it by 4%. And that gives me 480. So that means he's going to make $480 on his sale. So let's say he sold a jet ski and it cost $12,000. He makes $480 for having sold it. All right, last one. A retailer marks up clothing 35% before selling. So that means the final price is 135% of what it would have been, which is a decimal is 1.35. I got ahead of myself there. So I'm going to multiply that by $19, and the jeans would wind up costing $25.65. Thank you.